Hi, it's Angus from Basil's Bees and Zubby's Honey, here to talk to you about my catch boxes. It's a very important part to your beekeeping, and whether you're hobbyist or you're commercial. So let's have a look. The first thing that strikes you should be that this has got a 30mm hole in it and these two pieces of wood. That enables various doors to be placed on, like that one, which will stop the African pygmy dormouse from getting in. It also assists with the large hive beetle. This is a queen excluder, so that application would be for if you want the bees to come in and out, but you don't want the queen to get out. And this is for also the large hive beetle. That won't get in there, but the bees will be able to get in and out. And this is when you want to transport the bees, you close them completely and allow air to get in. So a bit about this catch box. Firstly, the sizes. This is 20mm pine. It's laminated pine, 3/4 of an inch, and that's what's readily available in South Africa. Now, the important part of these measurements is the inside of the box, because it's critical that your frames that go in here fit properly. My measurements will give you a bit more space so you can move the frames easier, but that's the critical part. So the length from there inside to there is 490mm. Okay, the width from the inside there to there is 225mm. Okay, and the height, inside height, from there to the top, from the bottom to the top, is 265mm. Can be bigger, but that's what I use. The other thing you'll notice is these joints, they're not flush. They routed here. It gives the box a little bit more strength. Other thing is you'll notice is that all my pieces are screwed together and not nailed. If you use nails and you need to repair or replace one part here, you're going to break the wood eventually if you bring it back for repairs. This one has come back for repairs, and I've put these sides on it here, and I've screwed these in just to give it, to bolster it more. And the other thing is that I have painted, in my maintenance I've painted the hives, given them an extra paint of wood protection, which is critical. I do it on the outside, not the inside, and never paint the inside where the bees are or where the honey goes. I always do it on the outside. So a hive, this particular hive has quite a robust lid, and what I do when I hang it up, when I'm trying to catch my swarms, I have these things on the side, and I hang it up like that, and that's it. It hangs up on the trees. So I hang it up at a height of anything between chest height to 4 meters up. 4 meters up doesn't actually mean that your catch boxes are not going to get stolen or vandalized. I've had many that are that high that have been stolen and vandalized. So that's something we have to deal with in Africa. This is a catch box that was bought, and you'll see the difference immediately. Firstly, the entrance, you have to cover it with, when you're moving bees, you have to do this, which is very bad, and they can actually die that way. But the main issue is this is plywood, and these are quite finicky, and it's all nailed together. So if you have to take out this piece of wood, well, you've got nails coming in from all angles. So if you hit this piece of wood out, it's going to crack these two pieces, and so on. So on the sides, you have this system they have, which is very finicky as well, and prone to allowing bees to escape or get in. Underneath, it's plywood, which is great for the badger because he can go through this plywood very quickly. So those are the main differences. The other thing with my hives, I can put 6 of them on my truck, so I can get close to 75 of my boxes on the truck. But remember those measurements. You can alter them by a millimeter here and there. It doesn't make a difference. They can be a bit thicker, but as long as the wood is waterproof, watertight, ants won't get in, and as long as it's solid, you're going to keep it for a long time. That earlier hive is number 122, so that one is probably about 6 years old, so it's relatively new. Some of my other ones around here that I've repaired have been around for 12, 15 years. So you will use them again and again and again, and sometimes you will catch swarms twice, 3 times, 4 times a year. So that's not unheard of. So it's important. The other thing is, what you want to subscribe, obviously, to my channels. And I'm going to be starting a series on how to do beekeeping when you don't have resources. You don't have electricity, you don't have electric machines, and just to make it easier, that you don't have to spend a fortune to get veils, to get smokers, to get hive tools, and to put your catch box and get your first bees, produce your first bees, produce your first honey, and sell your honey, and then start increasing the size of your beekeeping business. Have a nice day. Have a